I mean,
You
she's
apologize to
never been the most usual person, but she's just eating bread out of a bag.
What a
so
monster. Eating bread. I've never seen someone so pathetic in my life.
Just at
it
least
pans
butter
over.
that shit. Like,
Oh yeah, no, it pans over to Axius says, "Yeah, who does that?" As he does the same thing.
Yeah, Gilbert just gets up, stretches. Does she seem sad?
she seems
Nah,
nothing.
she seems happier than usual.
Uh, could could be trauma, but you think she'd be used to that by now.
Jelva's really not helping it. Jelva's whole argument. I thought she was always fucked up. Yeah, but the problem is, Aegis doesn't have a comeback to that.
Yeah.
It's just keeping we'll just keep an eye on her, I guess.
Yeah. Isn't the talisman just like on her arm?
Is it like, oh yeah, how hidden is it? Like,
I don't know. I feel like she probably put it, like, yeah, maybe sort of tucked under her sleeve so it wouldn't, like, you know.
It's just slapped on her forearm.
okay, so Aegis can't just see outright that she has just juked herself.
I feel like if you actually inspect her, you'd be able to see it, but it wouldn't be immediate. You'd have to, like, notice the paper sticking out from her sleeve, you know?
Yeah.
Can't believe she's neutralized. I think I made that joke.
You've seen her after the, like, 12-hour time magic psychic rape torture, you know? Like, you already know how she responds to trauma. This is like the opposite.
So, yeah, I think Aegis does at some point return to the kitchen and make himself a drink. Make some cereal.
So,
I have no idea how well
Lotus...
we can store milk in this time or if pasteurization is a deal, but hey.
No, you can store milk. Lotus walks in to the
Azora has I just want to say Azora has finished the loaf and is now just sitting there, her hand like in the empty bag, just like sitting.
Yeah. So Lotus walks in having finished meditating outside, and he looks at Azora, scrunches his face a little, and looks at Aegis and says,
"Oh, she has truly mastered the meditative spirit."
Looks at Aegis and says, "Something is
wrong."
Aegis, I believe have you noticed anything off?"
Aegis just looks towards Azora and then nods.
I've sensed a shift in her karmic balance.
And so have I.
Oh no.
I noticed she was eating bread from the bag.
Is that a bad thing?
We're talking openly about her, and yet she's not responding, even though she's in the room in an earshot.
Azora, are you there?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Well, actually, is that what Azora would say?
Yeah. You would just say yes, because that would just be taken as a physically okay. In which case, well, actually,
is Azora physically okay?
I guess. Well, here's what I guess you should just respond by listing all the things that are physically wrong with you.
Yeah. No. Azora says, have a scar tissue in my shoulder, and I can't quite move my arm, missing the eye, and that, I think, caused some damage to my mental state. Got some scrapes and bruises from the past couple days, too, on top of everything, but that's pretty minor.
I think Aegis and Lois are just, like, looking at each other.
Lotus clears his throat and looks at Azora and just says, "Azora, how are you feeling about our pursuit of Ridgeco?"
We're doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, yeah. She just looks.
Are you worried about Nostria?
Not really.
Okay, that's weird. Good thing she's not awake to hear that.
Yeah.
Or
Azora, are you afraid Axe will do something stupid?
Don't really care.
Oh, God!
yeah, something's wrong with her. Azora, what? Azora, what's wrong with you?
That's subjective.
You answered, "Are you okay?"
I already told you about my eye and my shoulder.
Discern realities. Fuck.
Well, Reina walks out of her room and just says, "Oh man, I think we could all use some French toast. What do you think?" And just walks over to the kitchen. "Where's the bread?"
I ate it.
What?
I ate the bread.
She ate the entire loaf of bread dry.
Why?
Sometimes
Fuel
you just
keeps
hungry,
you
okay?
alive. It was the first thing I saw.
Tell you what, I'll go buy some bread. I'll be right back. Aegis just like kind of whispers to Lotus, just, "You gotta figure this one out." Just keeps going. Just keeps going because he couldn't see it.
So yeah, so Lotus is just scratching his chin. It just like zooms in on him as like the math equations start booming
Yeah.
out of his forehead.
Maybe Reina. Reina's, like, smart. I feel like... Or I don't know, maybe she'll just be angry about her bread being eaten. Imagine you get hired to cook for these people, and there's one of your employers has like praised your cooking, and then you just find she just ate an entire untoasted plain loaf of bread for breakfast. How does that make you feel as a chef?
Oh no, it's
Marina
terrible.
just starts throwing knives at you.
Yeah, she can do that
fucking hates you now.
if she wants.
Aegis has like gone to go to the shops to buy some to buy some bread.
Yeah. All right.
Axe just goes, are you feeling are you really okay?
I have my shoulder has the scar tissue that keeps it from moving, and I have my missing eye and a major head injury that affects
Yes.
my ability to think, and some minor scratches and bruises.
Well, Azora is serious than usual.
No, I'm just gonna say for 5 point. Let's just say since it's been a while, just spend 5 point to have like a full kitchen restock.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Which brings me to 64 coin, which is also nice.
Nice.
Like the Nintendo 64.
I guess just comes back with like paper bags of groceries, baguette sticking out, the whole
Yeah.
plastic.
I just put it down in the kitchen and Azora just grabs grabs on the baguette.
Oh, no, not just Azora. Axe does grab something too.
Sora just suddenly I have one prime directive and eat bread.
I have done nothing but eat bread for 3 days.
How much?
All right. So, Lotus asks. So Azora, Lotus asks you, Azora, what did you do? What did you do last night?
Well, we went to work for our fake jobs at the factory.
What did
There
you do
was-
after we got back to the nowhere?
I took a shower to wash off the blood and the bits of brain that reminded me of my own brain. And then when I got out, we were here, and I talked to Nostrea to see how she was doing, and I felt bad because I might have traumatized her like what happened to me and so many people in my country, and then I couldn't sleep. So I put on the talisman so I could sleep easier, and then I went to sleep.
So, okay, there's just like silence in the nowhere for a bit. And you just hear from upstairs. Woof.
That's wrong. We have cats.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of uncomfortable now.
Not everyone. Azora doesn't care.
Yeah.
Axe is just slowly eating his loaf of bread.
And Nostria isn't uncomfortable because she's asleep.
Aegis is out buying bread.
Yeah, but he's probably uncomfortable.
He's getting that bread.
He's still probably uncomfortable though.
He just shudders.
So
Snake
Don't
said
even-
he doesn't want his characters to fuck in the campaign, and yet Aegis is out getting bread right now.
Axe just that. So, done anything unusual recently? Gotten anything unusual? Gotten a cold?
Who are you asking this?
Asora.
Oh. Anything unusual? That depends on what you mean by unusual.
Well, to make you act like
She
This-
said she put on the talisman.
oh, Axe was busy eating. Wait, may Axe see a talisman?
Yeah, and Azora just sort of like rolls up her sleeve further, showing it just sort of stuck to like the side of her arm.
Axe, may Axe try and take it off?
Do what you want.
Okay, Axe is gonna try and jank it off. Like he doesn't really like, he just tries to lightly pull it off.
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
stapled to her. It's
Yeah.
Oh, I
just
thought-
sort of-
Oh wait, is it just an armband?
No, it's a talisman.
it's just like stuck on,
Yeah.
like it's
Like
it's
tape.
Wait, how do you
like
use
in those
that?
Japanese animes where they stick the like papers to them for the ghosts, like that.
Like in Pokemon.
Oh,
like in
one
Pokemon.
of those. Axe is gonna try and rip it off.
Rip it off.
It doesn't need to be ripped off. You can just like pop it
Oh.
off. It's
That
Fine,
doesn't do
actually-
anything softly.
Yeah, Lotus puts a hand on you, Axe, and just says, "Take it off. We should take this off gently."
Okay, Axe can do gently. Axe takes it off
Actually,
gently.
perhaps we should wait. Perhaps we should wait for Aegis to show up.
We need him in the
Okay.
scene. Aegis walks in carrying
Yeah.
bountiful food.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No,
Oh my Axe.
so that's
So
something.
yeah.
Am I needed for something?
Azora seems to have put on the talisman of neutrality
That explains it.
in order to fall asleep.
Should Axe know what that is?
You should. You've known about it for as long as we've had it.
Oh. Oh well, Axe is gonna take it off. And Axe
rips off Azora's arm.
damn these strong hands. No, but he just takes it off gently.
What's it like, it coming off?
You sort of just like there's sort of like a brief sort of flash in your mind, sort of like just sort of a brief ringing, and then you blink and you're back to where you were. Yeah.
Okay. So there's not a big rush of all my feelings regarding things rushing back at once. It's just sort of oh, normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Azora just sort of blinks, just sort of rubs her arm a bit, clears her throat, and just sort of vaguely mumbles out something, avoiding eye contact, just and takes the talisman back to stick in her notebook.
Actually, just a question: does Axe feel anything holding the talisman, or
No, you didn't slap it on yourself, so.
actually, Axe
Oh
has
my
turned around.
God.
Axe has turned around to Road Lotus. So you just put it on yourself, and it makes you neutral? How horrid!
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
What, like this?
No.
He's gonna do it.
Axe puts it on.
Axe puts it on Aegis. No, he doesn't.
No,
Just slaps it on Reyna or something.
puts it on Lotus. No.
It has no change on Lotus.
I am already in balance, my child.
Experience tranquility.
But he just hands it over. Man, imagine if Axe put that on. That would be horrible. Axe needs his emotions.
Do you? Does Axe? I
What,
guess
are
he
you-
does, so mechanically, rather, he would have trouble fighting.
Are you gonna put it on him now?
No.
Are you gonna be like, wait, what if we put it on Axe?
What if we told Axe, put it on Axe, and told him to calmly attack the enemy,
Axe cannot do calm.
You could with a balance talisman.
No, Axe only attacks with fire.
So yeah, Azora just sort of sheepishly tucks the talisman back in her notebook. Pockets that away, and just sort of clears her throat, and just sort of mutters, sorry about breakfast ingredient, Reyna.
Reyna just sighs. It just says, "You've had a rough one."
We all have.
I haven't.
That's good.
Axe is Axe.
Yeah, Azora's just sort of again, looking down, maybe even blushing slightly, and just sort of, I'm gonna go back to the library. Maybe I'll have. No, never mind. And just just goes up to the library to sit and tries thinks about reading, thinks about trying to write something, just sort of hanging out up there in the secluded meditation room.
Aegis is gonna go and try and track down Calderon. See if he can it's 9, so he'll probably be in work already. Shit.
Right.
But
So, I'm gonna try and see if you can find Calderon.
don the cheap suit and go try and meet Calderon.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
so-
if you're leaving, Azora will go with you. She would, actually, I take it back. No, you can do this.
You don't want to have a party together, you think?
Okay,
You think?
fine, I guess. I don't know, is Axe going? I'll go if Axe
You
goes.
probably should.
Axe will go.
Yeah.
Okay. We can make a party out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, y'all are off to the Horrorpool Tower, I suppose, would be the best place to start.
Yep.
Uh-huh. So, walking your way to Horrorpool Tower, the sort of the executive area, the executive district, as he called it, is quite packed. You know, there's a lot of people moving about, workers, office people, executives are sort of like bustling about. It's a bustling part of the city this time of day. You're kind of in rush hour. But yeah, when you make it to Horrorpool Tower, you get into the lobby. There's people just sort of mulling about, getting drinks from the cafeteria. Just a lot of like proud displays of Horrorpool's history and Emberwell history, and people taking calls. It's a very, very busy place. So, I suppose what's your plan?
I imagine just walking around and finding Calderon would be tricky.
It's
Could-
a big tower.
Big tower. We could just try going up to the thing and asking if we can arrange a meeting with Calderon, or if he's available.
Asking to arrange a meeting projects weakness and unimportant. You need to just say, "Where's Calderon?" You need to have the Chad attitude. That's how
yeah.
you make things happen in the
That
city.
cheap suit we've got. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Aegis walks over and like leans on the desk, does that one where he's looking away, one elbow, just like, hey, I'm here looking for Calderon. You know where that guy is?
All right. So the secretary at the desk looks up and he looks you up and down and just says, "What business do you have with Mr. Calderon?"
What business I have with Calderon is my business with Calderon.
I guess I can't argue with that. So I guess that means that business will have to be funneled through his secretary. I will put in a word for you. She writes down something and just gets up and just says, "Wait here," and walks off.
I don't like how this is going immediately.
So yeah, what do you do?
Do we dare just go behind the desk and see if we can find a registry, or do we just actually wait? Have they has the secretary gone? Have they left like
It looked like he was just heading towards the cafeteria.
Yeah, okay, then I'm just
Yeah.
gonna help myself to their post and see if I can dig up anything about where Calderon might be.
Me too, actually. I'm even gonna.
Wait, actually, I know what to
yeah,
do.
go ahead.
I know what to do. I'd say, hey, Axe,
Yeah.
he's heading to the cafeteria.
Oh.
It's gonna, you know what cafeterias have got? They got food. He can take you to the food.
Oh, there is lunchtime.
Yeah, just make sure he tells you about all the things you can get for lunch here, even though it's breakfast time.
Good thing.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Actis waltzes over.
Yeah, okay, there we go. That's bought us some time.
Good distraction. Axe really is like a Winnie the Pooh-esque figure sometimes.
Wait a minute. Why did Aegis do that? Does Aegis not trust Axe? And this is his thoughts, by the way.
Oh no.
What if Aegis said this to Axe? Because... Oh no, he doesn't want Axe to help anymore.
Axe fat.
You think all Axe does is eat food? That's terrible. Axe does more things. Oh, Axe is hungry. No, don't fall for Aegis's.
I
Fall for his tricks.
The first time Axe has weighed up why Aegis has asked him to do something is at the worst possible time for it.
Don't. Question: what does Axe smell?
Uh,
Food-wise, just asking.
Only food wise. All other smells eliminated. Only food. Zero in.
let's see. It's breakfast time, so the cafeteria is serving like scrambled eggs. Scrambled
to eat
eggs.
all
Wow.
There's a cereal station.
On Axe's shoulder. No, Axe. Axe, Axe must show Aegis what Axe can do. Axe, scrambled eggs. Mm. Axe will go to cafeteria.
Nice.
Be sure to harass that secretary.
No, Axe, respect women.
The secretary's a he.
Yeah, it was a
Wow,
guy.
Swede. Way to really pump out the irony on that one.
Yeah.
I respect women, so
Act-
I assume secretaries can only be
Yeah.
women.
I respect women and their women jobs.
Axe's number one pickup line is walking up to a secretary and say, I respect women who stay in their lane.
Jeez. Not like the bitches I work
Yeah,
with,
no,
except Raina. She knows to stay in the kitchen.
Axe just goes, oh, how much for scrambled eggs?
Yeah. A guy turns to you and just says, "Do you have a cafeteria card?"
Axe
What's
is
that?
really like an unguided missile.
Axe has coin.
Yeah, you need a cafeteria card. This place is
What?
for people who are.
Axe knows of one currency. Don't force another on Axe.
Do you have? Do you no like? Do you work here?
Oh, no.
Are you a guest of anyone who works here?
Axe just remembered. Secretary. Axe just scans around. Does Axe see them?
It's the guy you're talking to.
Yes!
Yeah.
Axe is yours. Is your guest.
I don't remember this.
You don't remember Axe?
I don't. I remember you from like a minute ago.
See? You remember Axe.
I don't. I'm only a secretary, I actually don't have the position in the company where I can have guests.
Good to see
over.
you, old friend.
What are you doing?
Axe sits down. You eating that? Oh, actually, what is he eating?
He's eating you know what? He's got I'm gonna say he has mashed potatoes.
Mashed potato for breakfast?
Actually, no, he has hash browns.
Oh, Axe just takes one.
I was actually.
Delicious. Very good.
Listen, isn't your friend here to see a Calderon?
Who?
That's what he asked for, and I said I would go get Calderon's secretary.
And you're not his secretary?
I'm a general secretary. They want to talk to Calderon, they gotta go through Calderon.
You in charge of army?
No.
And why you general?
Can you leave?
No. Axe curious now. How you general if you not the leader of army?
I'm going to ignore you now.
Why?
Yeah, he just starts eating his hash browns. He has some bacon too. He just starts eating.
Axe just goes. How Axe get a food card?
He's just eating. He's ignoring you.
Hello. Maybe he deaf. He starts shouting. Hello, excuse Axe, but where Axe get food card?
Yeah, someone comes over and just says, "Can you please? It's the morning. Can you please calm down?"
Axe
Sounds
is
like you need a balance talisman. Slap.
Axe is calm. Axis is trying to talk with person here, but they seem deaf.
He's ignoring you
But why?
because you are loud and annoying.
What?
I think we should bring you to someone who knows what to do with you. Follow me.
Wait a minute. No, last time Axe heard that, Axe got the. Well. As last time someone said that to Axe, it didn't end well for Axe or the people
Who
involved.
did you walk in here with?
Him, pointing at the guy.
No,
Secretary.
you didn't.
Yes,
The secretary just shakes his head and he says, "No, you didn't."
He did very literally walk in here with him. So
Yeah.
that's
No,
undeniable. That is just facts.
Yeah, that's
Roll charisma.
Hashtag facts.
Did you know Axe could have gone like down a charisma route in his builds?
Oh wow.
All right.
A charisma
So, Aegis, you don't have much time. What are you doing?
build. We don't have much time. After that long ass scene, we don't have much time. Okay, well,
Student watch.
Aegis, and I'm gonna speak for Azora because went away for a second. Well, no, I won't. I'm just gonna say Aegis
Aegis
is looking for Aegis is looking for like anything that points to where Calderon would be, like where his office is, or directions in the building to him, where his workstation is.
Right,
I'm looking
right.
for an employee file or a registry or something.
There's an itinerary. Actually, you know what? Roll wisdom.
Wisdom. Let's go. No.
Whoops. So yeah, you're sort of going through trying to find things. You're just kind of like going through like various notes, various like brochures and shit. It's at this point where like you notice that people are trying to escort Axe away from the cafeteria.
Oh god. Yeah, okay. I think Aegis walks over and like, hey, what's going on here?
Is this yours?
Yeah.
He's harassing an employee, and he keeps trying to steal food.
Aegis, like, who was he harassing?
Him. Yeah, I say, pointing at the secretary, who is finishing up his bacon.
Huh. Interesting office Calderon has. Looks like a cafeteria.
Yeah. He looks at you and just waves.
Aegis said that at him.
Yeah. Yeah, he just through like as he's chewing, he says, "Calderon's secretary will talk to you."
Seems to be real busy about letting them know I'm here.
Oh no, someone's rolled up on us.
They'll get to you.
Just tell me where their secretary is and I'll do it myself and you can have breakfast in peace. Am I gonna have to drop kick someone down a stairwell? I've got a history of that.
It's always the clerks.
This isn't fucking Terrebone.
It's always the clerks.
The obstructive ones, they're gonna all die.
In any case, yeah, he just shouts out to like his left. He just shouts out, "Hey, Angela!" And like a sort of like short, like blonde woman just like looks up from her like book she was reading, and just sighs and walks over, and he just yells, and yeah, the guy just says, "Calderon stuff," and while just sort of pointing his thumb at you.
It's no
And yeah,
wonder
she
the
just-
wheels of business turn so smoothly.
Yeah, she just sighs, frustrated, and just sort of like brushes, puts food away, and just gives you a sign that she'll be at the desk in a minute.
Yeah, okay, just goes back into the waiting room and sits down. Just can't defeat the fucking clerks. It's how Stalin rose to power, just by clerking his way to the top. Well, it takes
Yeah.
one clerk and then you've got millions dead.
Holodomor was just a simple clerical error. So, yeah, the secretary, Angela, just shows up, makes her way to the desk after a minute and just says, hello, I am Mr. Calderon's personal secretary. Well, all business intended for him goes through me first.
Right. Well, a few days ago, me and my entourage escorted Calderon into the city. We've come across some things that are better said to the man directly, but we've got some business opportunities for him. Real way for him to rise the ranks in the company.
Mr. Calderon is already the top advertising executive.
So, what, you think he's just going to settle there? Not just to increase his profile any further? Secure his position any further?
Well, I don't like to assume anything about Mr. Calderon. How urgent would you say this meeting is?
Aegis looks at his wrist because he doesn't have a watch, and then says, as soon as it can be done.
So it's time sensitive?
It's time sensitive.
All right. Hold on. Let me check his itinerary. So let's see. So I know that I woke him up at 6. Had to bring him to work. Had to do some of his paperwork, and I had to make sure that he was fully awake for his first meeting. So right now, he should be taking a cold shower. I believe that's where I directed him towards before I came down to the cafeteria. His next meeting is in an hour. If this is truly urgent, I suppose if you are already well acquainted with him, I suppose if this is truly urgent, I could just take you to catch him when he gets out of the shower.
Sure.
All right. Well then, we're going to be heading to the personal areas of Harapul Tower, and I'm going to have to ask you to please keep your hands to yourselves and try, please be respectful. And I will take you to his home office.
Did we bring the car here?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
But, it's in the tower. So she says, so simply follow me, please.
That we do, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's just sort of writing it down. All right, let's see. So I hadn't gotten to shower 10 minutes ago, which means that he should be drying off now. Hopefully, perhaps he's dressed, but he likes to spend sometimes he likes to spend extra time in the shower, even though I always tell him to make it a quick cold one. Sometimes he enjoys his hot showers. And she's just sort of rambling as she sort of calls down an elevator platform.
Does he have any time where he decides things for himself?
Oh yes. After he's had his morning coffee,
Right.
and then after he's had his morning breakfast, and then after he's had his morning shower, and then after he's had his morning. That's how he says it. I don't know what it means. All I know is that it's up to me to automate his morning for him.
Right.
Yeah, so the elevator platform comes down, she steps on, and, has you come on as well, and it begins to rise, goes up probably 15 stories. It's just this floating platform, before it stops off at like a, what is it, like an awning? I forget what they're called. Platform to like walk through. An office hall. As she leads you through, there's a lot of like people just sort of walking around. A lot of what looks to be like a lot of executives just sort of getting their day started. And yeah, she walks you to a room reserved for Calderon that she knocks on. And when there's no answer, she sighs and just unlocks it.
And then he's dead on the door, on the doorknob, with a tie around his throat and his pants down. Don't know why my brain went there.
And so yeah, as you walk in, you hear the shower is still going, and she just sort of sighs and says, "Oh my, he always fools around." I'm going to try and tell him that he has company, and if you would just wait on the couch there in his living room, I will try to see to it that he gets to you as presentable as he can be.
Right.
Would you like some tea?
No, I'm good.
Tea
thank
would be
you.
nice, actually.
All right. Okay.
Zora didn't have her coffee this morning.
Oh, was that too much for her neutral face?
Well, she just had the path of least resistance. She
Yeah.
would have had to make coffee.
We didn't get things. She would have just been dipping bread in water to get her liquids in.
All right. Very well. I will make some tea. Hopefully, by the time I am done, he will be done with the shower. If he is not, I will have to go attempt to interrupt him. If you hear any yelling or any harsh or any noises of physical altercation, just pay it no mind. It's
Yeah,
entirely
Zora
customary,
raises
I
her
assure you.
eyebrow.
Yeah, and she goes to start make tea. It's a very cozy living room. It's very cozy lighting, nice couch, very silky, nice couch. Nice view with the window. Nice window view.
Hey, babe.
And this is his office.
So-called
his home
office.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you? How y'all doing?
I think Aegis is just kind of sitting around, just not very comfortable. Just thought this would be simpler.
Why do I imagine he's trying to sit on one of those like ergonomic chairs but fails?
Oh yeah, it's one of those like newfangled business. Aegis picks up a newspaper that's just sitting around.
Newspaper mode. Oh shit.
Does he have
Oh, here
any,
we go.
like, I don't know, books or
Lit-
magazines lying
Yeah.
out?
There are
Little
magazines,
did he know that
books.
in the office across the hall there sits a fucking bigger.
Oh, actually, you said there was a big window, right?
Yeah.
Azora's sort of gonna go to the window, but sort of keeping to the side, and I'm gonna look out. We know there are people who have it out for us, and I guess we're not in the open right now. I'm gonna discern some realities, try and see if I can see anyone,
Discerning realities, are you mad?
Look at that
Wow.
third eye. I need to open that thing. So, what should I be on the lookout for? I know that one.
Let's see. So you're looking around. You're looking out the window. It looks like a pretty normal day, number well. But you do take note of the Nemo office building.
Ooh, I can
Uh,
see it.
yeah, it's basically it is. The Nemo Tower is is the closest tower to Harpole Tower.
Wow.
It's nearby closest tall building. In fact, they're in the process of it's notable because it is in the process of being made larger. They're sort of building it
Ooh.
up. Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a dick measuring contest thing, like the phallic buildings trying to be longer than each other. I see.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like yeah. So they're like people working construction on making Nemo on expanding Nemo Tower.
Mhm.
And if that would and construction people are they're the people who aren't just only in suits. So and if there were remember he told you there'd be people coming if anyone came after you, it would be someone from the underworld, someone who could
Yeah.
be easily tied back. So perhaps the area Nemo has that has contractors already there might be a source.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that kind of ties into the next one I was going to ask. What here is not what it appears to be.
Right. So looking closer at that Nemo Tower, at the construction going on, you see, yeah, there looks to be. How much experience does Azora have with like how construction works? Like, did she oversee any construction in Grimlock?
Not
Did she have to look at that?
a ton, like a little bit. It would mostly be mines expanding. There was a lot of mining
Right.
where she.
Right.
So-
So I guess I'm saying, I guess I guess then she could pick up on this. That it looks like there's more. There's It looks like there's more people. What would you call it? It looks like there's more people doing observing. What's the term? Like if there's someone who's just, like, overlooking a, like a
Wait, you mean like a
a
foreman?
labor. Yeah. Something like a foreman. What a foreman does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It looks like there's more. It looks like there's way more people who there's way more people around who are just overseers and
Gotcha.
supervisors than there are people who are like actually doing work. So, it looks like there's a little more of them than there typically would be for just a simple construction job.
Yeah. Gotcha. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Let's see. Useful or valuable to you? I suppose. So you're looking now around sort of the room. You can sort of like knock on the glass, and it's very very sturdy. So, and they're far away enough that like they'd have to get like they couldn't just shoot at you from there if they had
Okay.
guns. Like yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Right.
they're not gonna. I'm not gonna have to tell us to get down, or they're gonna snipe us. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, if if you were to keep your eye on like people making movement towards the towards your room, like you'd have ample time to
Gotcha.
notice.
So yeah, Zora does sort of put. They're up to something over there at Nemo.
So
With that construction, I think they've got to have some of their shadow firm stuff going on there.
Angela just turns around with her tea and gives you tea. It just says, excuse me?
Oh, sorry. And Azora does just sort of, Azora does say, don't worry, as thick as this glass is and sort of knocking on it, I don't think they have any guns that would be powerful enough to snipe into here. If they make a move, we'd be able to see it coming.
Oh, okay. That's... Well... Mr. Calderon has told me that Mr. Harapul has done quite a bit for the infrastructure of the city and especially of this tower. I'm not aware of any threats of any internal terroristic threats. But yes, rest assured that if there were any, we would certainly be safe here.
Okay.
Would you... is the tea to your liking?
How is it?
Yeah, she brews a nice tea. It's very
It's
nice.
fucking awful.
It's nice, thank you.
Okay.
Just
that's
made me
nice.
think about snipers.
It seems the water is still going, so I'm going to have to talk to him. Again, if you hear any yelling or, sounds of violence, just don't fret. Understand that it's all part of everyday work environment. I will get him to you promptly and presentable. Thank you for waiting, and thank you for your patience.
Bada bing, bada boom, babe.
On the one hand, we really should, after she leaves, Aegis says, on the one hand, we really ought to be worried, but since we are mercenaries, she is right that sounds of physical altercation are part of a standard work environment. Just thought that was interesting.
I just think that's interesting.
So yeah, after
As we're in the nowhere and about to take a big leap in, Aegis has us all buckle in, jail for shit. Did you know that even with seatbelts, people die in car crashes all the time? I just thought that was interesting.
So yeah, after she walks into the bathroom, and there's 30 seconds. You just hear just muffled "Fucking Christ, Angela, again with this shit." You take so goddamn... Oh, nag. Oh my god. I am the top ad exec. I don't fucking need to be on time for everything. There are people... Why don't you think you're so fucking good? You think you can fucking handle daily activities just because you automate some things for me? You better remember your fucking station, bitch. I swear to God.
Damn.
What I do with my shower is my fucking business.
Sir, you made it our business when you made it was allowed.
Aegis is just reading the newspaper harder than he's ever read it in his life. Doing crosswords.
It's one of the comics. Just Tails gets trolled.
I'm looking at exactly that panel right now, the one you're thinking of.
And yeah, he's like, fucking fine. Yeah, I'll go talk to them right now. And then you just hear a squealing, no.
Wet,
You gotta be presentable. You can't just go out in a towel. And you just hear, oh, okay, I see. They're special. I'll put on my best.
You know
suit.
what? No, Aegis does put the paper down, just walk around hey.
What the fuck? And yeah, Angela sees you. You just go to the doorway.
If he doesn't think he needs to get dressed to meet us, we ain't all that fancy. You remember me, right?
Remember me?
Yeah. He just straightens his towel and he's like, What are you doing here?
Come with a business opportunity.
He looks at Angela, and Angela just says, "Sir, they seemed quite urgent, and I understand that they have worked with you in the very recent past. And since you have an hour gap between, and he just glares at her.
All right,
And
let's let her be. She's just doing her job, and I don't want to wait around anywhere that's within eye line of Nemo Tower right now.
what's going on with? You know, fine. You know what? Just let me put some clothes on.
All right.
Angela, my clothes. And yeah, Angela just
Aegis
nods her head
just turns.
down.
He's walking out and just says, "Dress casually. We're going to a garage."
Yeah, he just sputters at that. And yeah, Angela just sort of has him just puts him in business casual, I guess. So he just has like a dress pants, like a shirt, and like a suit jacket, and that's it.
All right. Yeah, and we take him back to the nowhere.
Yeah. He
one of those-
as you leave, he just reminds Angela that she's still on the clock, still just to get his paperwork done.
You know,
And to
you seemed a
also
lot.
attend his next meeting for him.
You know, you seemed a lot more relaxed last time we met.
Yeah, I wasn't dealing with fucking everyone else in Harapul.
Oh. Well, we've got a little opportunity for you. Might make you a bit more popular with Harapul himself.
I think my standing with Salzin is quite fine as it is. I think.
All right. Okay. Let's forget about standing with that. How about we look at it not from what can it do for you, but what can it do to cripple your enemies.
Oh shit! Wow, you catch on to Emberwell fast.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
Emberwell's kind of catching on to-
Azora just like points at him, accusingly points at Aegis. You're becoming Emberwell.
When in Rome.
Axe smash.
When in Rome, Aegis says, in a world where Rome doesn't exist.
Wow, you should come to Grimwood then you can stop blaming Azora for going so hard.
Look, we made some moves last night, and they may not have been the smartest moves, but does mean we get to act fast now, or have to act fast now. So, I've got some people we'd like you to meet at the Nowhere.
All right. Feel like I've met all your people, but
Oh, they're not us.
oh,
Well, they're ours in a certain sense, but not the employed by us sense.
he just sort of pauses and says, "I'm about to am I about to become an accessory? You're not going to accessorize me. I know what this is. This is the Skinner method. No.
Oh, well, so you know the guy.
What?
One
Oh. Oh no. Oh. That's where he's been."
Everyone in the city slowly, collectively realizing.
Not for the whole time. Some of the time.
And
I
hey,
am now.
And there are others.
I'll have you
now
know that he drugged me and nearly had me walk off of a rooftop. Actually, he did. So, we didn't cast the first stone in this.
Well, I am now burdened with knowledge. Take me to your nowhere.
Yep. Okay, so we take him to the Nowhere and we guide him
Yeah.
to the room where we have Watts, Lynch, and Skinner bound.
Yeah, they all just kind of look at him and, they all just sort of like, just sort of coil back at his sight. And
Now-
Calderon just sort of like, rubs his temple.
From what I've been told, your boss, Harapul, doesn't quite like Nemo, doesn't quite like Ridgeco, and doesn't quite like Cubonite. Well, here we have a triple whammy.
Wait, triple wit. There, you found Ridgeco?
Unfortunately, we haven't
Oh,
found
yeah.
where they are yet, but we found people.
Well, we
who-
found where some of them were, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're not there anymore.
Oh, wow. Watts and Lynch? You two were in Ridgeco?